Al, Tomlinson, and Langhorne. Scope of work's going to be topsoil and seeding, mulch install, bush trimming. So starting up front, well, I'll kind of do both, but he had trees out about a year ago. He's having trouble getting anything to grow in here. It doesn't look like they raked out a ton of the wood chips, so what I said we'll do is like rake out this area, kind of our usual, but there's not as much in the way of wood chips. It's definitely not like good soil though. You got stones in it, you got wood chips. You don't need to take a ton out on this one, but you know, a couple inches kind of in the area. I think a really good rake out of it, and then bring in a little bit of fresh screen topsoil. You know, it kind of like divots in spots too from the roots that they ground out, so definitely like pack in those areas. All here as well, the root kind of runs all here, so this whole area, kind of give it a really good rake out to get kind of the crap out of here, and then bring in some topsoil seed. There's another spot in the back. There's a spot over here too, but that's not his, so he says he's not worried about it. So there's this spot here, and again, kind of take care of this whole spot. This is actually his neighbor, but he wants to take care of that too. So all this, and then the spot in the corner, and then your typical kind of mulch install and bush trimming. These guys, I would cut them back, light prune of these. Don't go aggressive with these because they're like tip growers. Light prune of that. You can leave this guy alone. These things, just cut them like that dormant stuff out of here. Same thing here. Leave this tree alone. He said it'll green out if you just leave it be, so leave that one alone. Light pruning and shaping of that. Light pruning the 3 boxwoods in the front. I would leave the rhododendron alone. Oh, this needs a really good, gut out. We went back and forth about fabric. I would say just where you see fabric, as it starts to come up, just rip it out and get it out of here. And go heavy with the preen, heavy with the spray, because like I said, this area's been neglected for a while. This guy needs a pretty good like trim back and clean up here. You know, again, they're not super green, super far back. It's like the Japanese hollies here, but lightly prune them. Back here, just a little cleanup with mulch. Nothing else over there. And then the other work. Got a little mulch bed here. So got some weeds to kind of clean out. This thing was a plant, leave that. The rest is weeds. A little bit of mulch there. Ornamental grass you can cut back. Mulch all in here. This needs a good cleanup and mulching all in here. Kind of rake the beds out. This burning bush is huge. He wants it trimmed back like dramatically. You're gonna want the 8-foot ladder with this one. He said get it close to that size. I don't know if we want to go that aggressive, but you can get pretty aggressive with it. I would say maybe a touch higher than that, like trim like this, boom. And the wife was saying like cut it in half, but half's aggressive. I would say maybe like 2/3 down, somewhere like where it's a little bit bigger than that. It'll be a little wider, but maybe something like I'm saying, trim that. Clean all this up. Clean all this up and mulch it. Clean all this. Again, it's been neglected for a bit, so really try to bust it up, spray really heavy. In here you can prune this guy just a little bit. Clean up all the beds and mulch it. Don't need to do anything with the inside the gate. That's kind of his area, he takes care of it. And then mulching on here. And then lastly, going back to topsoil and seeding, same thing as the front. Kind of rake this out, get rid of it, bring in a little bit of fresh stuff. Again, you don't need to go too far down, but the soil's kind of looks a little rough. So bring in some fresh stuff and seed it and start it for, and hay, and that's it.